Well, Hettel, you really seem to have drawn me the short straw to follow that, but I'll try. Anyway, fantastic, wasn't it? So let me start just by saying how very honoured, how privileged, and how flattered my wife Jenny and I are to be invited to your fantastic wedding with Rajesh. We really appreciate it. And what's more, of course, I bring you obviously all the very best wishes from the School of Psychology at Murdoch University. We all wish you have a wonderful and lasting marriage. And you may have seen me at the back there actually videoing everything, because I've been given strict instructions that I cannot come back without a video of our Hettel getting married. Anyway, so also let me thank the family and the bride and the groom for inviting us and giving us such great hospitality and such a very warm welcome. Anyway, as I was introduced, I was Hettel's honours thesis supervisor at Murdoch University in Perth in Western Australia, and I should perhaps paint a little bit of background about what an honours thesis supervisor really means. It means it's really rather like being a dentist, I'm afraid. It's an experience which is very painful for the student, and it's not entirely comfortable and not entirely painless either for the supervisor. And the only relief really comes at the very end when the thesis gets marked and the student graduates and the student actually leaves the dentist chair with no further pain. But what I wanted to do in the final few minutes really was just to paint a picture really of the qualities in Hettel that I really appreciated when I was supervising her research thesis. And she started out in the year of her research thesis with a colleague of mine working on a project on safety culture, which is a nice, sexy, safe, easy kind of topic and stuff. But unfortunately, the supervisor got called out on government duty. And so I, happily for me, was asked to fill in for the role of dentist for Hettel again. And the project that I actually had on the go, and which had to be done really, was an accident investigation of the near miss between two fully laden mining ore trains in Western Australia, which had come within 50 metres of each other before they spotted each other and managed to stop. And of course, obviously, if they crashed, it would have been really a train crash of magnificent proportions. And what Hettel had to do, of course, was obviously transfer from the original project within a very short space of time. Remember, she's only got a year to complete the thesis, to a totally new project, away from the safe and secure world of safety culture in the office to a world of dirty, noisy, and rather unsafe railway trains. And of course, she did it magnificently, which for me just shows Hettel's adaptability, her great ability to learn very quickly on the job, and to get on with the job and make a great success of it. And for me, those are the sort of qualities that are going to guarantee Hettel a wonderful and long-lasting and happy marriage, just as she said on the stage here, I remember the words herself, and a great career for her as well. And then the next stage of the project really was for actually Hettel to get down with me, I suppose, working out exactly what the methodology was going to be, what her study was going to be like, and so forth. And it turned out that she was actually going to have to go out to quite remote places where train controllers control the railway trains on the tracks, and to measure the mental workload of train controllers, because we rapidly came to the conclusion why the trains very nearly crashed was because one of the train controllers, in a moment of frenzy with a lot of work on, had disappeared a train off the computer system. So the train was no longer visible on the network, with the consequence that another train entered the first train's area. So we were convinced that mental workload was going to be the problem, so Hettel went off with executives from Australian Railway Group into remote corners of Western Australia, staying in hotels overnight, and then charming the train controllers to complete her tests the following morning. So to me, that shows, of course, that Hartley is a person of great resources, very persuasive charm, and an uncanny way of getting her own way with things and persuading people to do what she wants. All, for me anyway, a guarantee of a great and long-lasting relationship and a great career as well. And I think my time is probably running out, so I'll wind up at this point anyway and say, in the end, of course, Hethel's thesis was a great success. The pain was relieved, and she graduated with a very high class of honours. And so, I'll wind up at this point and say and wish you all the best, Hethel, for a long-lasting and happy marriage, and all the best from your friends at Murdoch University. They really wish you well, Hethel, and they're so thrilled for you.